told you we'd be back in just a second. Welcome to episode 8 of the Nuadan Chronicles. It's good to see everyone, and I've got the cast here, including our villain. We'll have a good time with you tonight. So welcome to the Nuadan Chronicles. Let's go ahead and get things started. Let's do the business first. Here at Weave the Tale, and in most of my games, we have a kind of a consent system. Real quick, it's yellow. Oh my god, green, yellow, and red. Green are topics that are free. Yellow topics are things that need to be discussed beforehand. And then red topics are things we just don't bring up. Nuadan Chronicles isn't always a nice place, but it's not the main part of our game. So there you go. That's a quick version. If you want the in-depth, go back, watch episode 1. And yeah, okay. Is it just me, or is our music a little loud, guys? Feels like...
I mean, I can hear
I've
it.
got a really bad echo, is what I've got.
Yeah, does someone, might have their volume... Is it me? Is my volume up loud? Let me check here. Maybe I've got... There we go. No, it's all good from their end. Okay. Oh, that's fine. We'll make it work. Make it work. If it ends up being me, I can put my headphones on. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. If it's me, let me know. But
finger guns. That means everything's going good. All right. There we go. Okay, so that's our consent system. Very important to play safely here and in any kind of gaming that you do. So I encourage you to do the same thing. So let's take a quick shout out this season here at Weave the Tale. We're going to thank Black Void Games, Evil Hat Productions, Christopher Ray, Smunchy Games, Mighty Narwa, Arokana Media, and of course Broken Dice Game for bringing us the Nuadan Chronicles. So we really appreciate your support. If you're loving this show or any of the shows on this channel, please go ahead, follow. You want to be really nice, subscribe. That's always helps everyone, and we love that here. So we're going to go ahead and introduce everyone. They're going to tell us their favorite part about last game and what they're looking forward to this game, and they're going to give us a quick plug about other stuff they're doing. So not only if you like the Nuadan Chronicles, but you're like, man, I really want to find out what that other person's doing, you get to hear about there. So I'm the Vampire Interpreter. You can find me on Instagram. That's usually where I do most of my posting. I think I've posted more frequently to Twitter in the last week than I have in my entire life. So yeah, catch me on Instagram. If you want to see more of my stuff, I'm also on the Zweihander RPG channel, and I'm also on TTRP Theater I have 2 shows there. So check me out, and some of these lovely cast members have been in my stuff before. So you can see some of us there. Let's jump over to whoever I point over here. There we go. Raquel, why don't you start us off? Introduce yourself, your quick plug, favorite part about last game, and what you're looking forward to this episode. I think you're muted.
You're muted.
You're okay. You're muted.
Oh God, and I always used to be like, that's never gonna be me. It was me.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But hi everybody, I'm Raquel. To meet you. My favorite part about last episode, I don't know, it's kind of tough. I mean, I had some great shenanigans.
There you go. Yeah, the man of gravity. It's always fun. Waddling around.
I'm grabbing one day. She will.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get back to that. I actually had so much fun last episode, so let me get back to you on it.
Well, what are you looking forward to this episode?
Well, my, of course, continuous chaos energy that I always bring. I honestly have enjoyed accidentally stumping you every episode. It's really fun. I hope to continue that trend.
That being said, the one time you stumped me, I have it on my first paragraph of notes right here. So hopefully something you brought up last episode that I said was a good idea is going to come up pretty soon. So there we go.
Oh, I...
And why don't you give us a quick plug, Raquel, about other stuff you're doing in case people really like you, and of course everyone would like you, but if they're really interested to follow you and see what else you're doing.
If you guys would like to see whatever crazy stuff I'm up to, which is normally very LARP related, you guys can follow me on all my social media channels. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the whole like. So just me, Google me out there.
Awesome. Well, then let's jump down from you. We'll go to Jonathan. Jonathan, introduce yourself. Favorite part about last game and what you're looking forward to this game, and anything else, fun stuff that's up in Jonathan's world.
Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan. I play the Warden Einar Jothan. My favorite part about last episode is a tie between Waffles and throwing at him for a loop and forcing a last-minute costume decision that will live in infamy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I have no regrets for that.
Oh,
None.
My lovely red locks. That is my favorite GIF now. I was glad I got a GIF of me. Our producer sent it to it of me doing this. And there's one, I don't know what I was saying, but I literally look like I'm going, So that's great.
Sassy mom.
Yeah, sassy mom. Yeah, hashtag sassy
Adam
mom.
has now played my
There we go.
sassy
I have a
mother.
hashtag now.
Sassy
As
mother
far as
hen.
what I am looking forward to this episode, hopefully catching up to and finding Rhea, and maybe, just maybe, finally getting to actually complete a conversation with Zathana about the thing.
Yeah.
As far as other projects,
We should
as far
end
as
the
other
whole
projects you
season
can
with
find me
trying to
in-
finish that sentence.
as far as other projects, you can find me in. You can find me over at TTRP Theater. I'm on 2 seasons of Cult Sinners and Saints, and you can also find me on TikTok, where I am part of the Exeter by Night digital LARP that we're running. Our tag actually just broke 1 million views about an hour ago, so that's kind of fun.
Awesome. I keep saying that I've got to get on that. I've got to get on TikTok, and I never do. It's because I'm old now.
We'll teach you how to
Alright, let's
TikTok,
jump
Adam.
over- Yeah, there you go.
Actually, I may be the Z here, but I'm very idiot.
Yeah, there we go. John will have
You
to
can
teach
see
us
our,
the ways. Let's jump over to you, Caroline. Introduce yourself. Favorite part about last episode. What you're looking forward to this episode.
Last episode, there were a few. Of course, I love throwing you for a loop at every turn. I love it when everyone else does it. Just seeing you scramble is the best. With all love in my heart. I really loved the waffles, but I really loved the bit where I just was full on like, no, you can't escape. You've robbed me of my monologue. How dare you? I was in the middle of
That
something.
close.
I'm looking
And then
forward
she
to...
just killed the guard. It's fine.
Yeah, God. I pay them an amount of money to do what they do. How dare you kill them? But this episode, I am looking forward to meeting up with everyone again. What could possibly go wrong? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, and we'll jump over to Catherine. Catherine, yourself. Favorite part about last episode. What you're looking forward to this episode.
I think last episode it was definitely being able to do some Indiana Jones stuff and running away on top of the train. So that was great. And I want to know. See, in other games, people get to be really cool and be mother of dragons. I am now mother of cows, and I'd like to figure out what happens with that.
Okay, I had actually forgotten about the cows. That's okay. I don't
Gotta
think
write down
that's good.
everything.
How
Yeah,
could
I
you
know.
forget about the
Everything.
cows, Adam? How?
Plot's ruined. I don't know
I
what to do
saved
anymore.
the cows.
This whole
And
episode
myself,
is just
but
gonna be
mostly
us
the
and some
cows.
cows.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm here for
there you
this.
Look,
Tired
if we
from
don't
adventuring,
clip-clop,
open a dairy
if
farm.
we don't clip-clop into the sunset, I'm done.
Listen, I've gotta say it. Moo bitch, get out the way. It had to be said.
All right. And
I'm gonna make jokes until the
T-Dorf-
cows freeze over, okay?
T-Dorf's even better there. Utterly ridiculous. All right, let's move on. Let's jump up to Alex.
Oh, T-Dorf, you're fired.
Let's jump up. Let's jump up to Alex. Alex, introduce yourself. Favorite part about last episode and what you're looking forward to this episode, and obviously anything you want to plug. That being said, Catherine, we missed you. Do you want to plug anything?
TTRP Theater, Sinners and Saints. You can find me at Small Fry.
I forgot my
There you go.
plug too.
Alex.
I realized.
Very concise. Hi, I'm Lex.
Whispering back to you, Carolyn.
I play Zaithana Ziabrashoniteras Ashra. You can find me on you can find me on Saturdays at Level Up TTV, where I play the weepy Toreador Cassandra, who does not have all of the blue stuff going on. That's it for me for right now, but there is a possibility I might be launching my own game sometime in like September-ish, so kind of keep an eye out for that. Last game, I also really enjoyed the waffles. I think I'm really torn between the waffles and Einar being like, well, any topic but that. Me being like, cool, I'm just gonna murder you with this topic then, yeah?
Why'd you leave me? That was
It's like skirting,
love it.
skirting. No, we're gonna talk about this now.
You want to be direct? We can do direct.
There was a murder in Einar's apartment that morning.
And it was
Was it your
Einar.
Honey Nut Filios?
What I am most looking forward to this game is, I guess, clip-clopping off into the sunset with Einar atop our newfound cow friends. That's required. I need it. No arguments.
Clip-clop into
Also,
the
is Adam
sunset.
frozen for anyone else?
Oh
he's
no,
been
he is
frozen
frozen.
for
Oh
a
no.
while.
He's been
Yeah,
frozen
he
for a little
probably
while
is.
for me.
Someone clip this because this hasn't happened in so long and it is way too amusing.
Oh my god, I know, right? It's like
He's
He
in
has
such a
this issue on
dynamic
Discord.
pose.
when we're on right when we're on Discord, you can set a watch by him. Every 45 minutes, his Discord decides he needs to disconnect from Discord, and then he can reconnect. You seriously can set a watch by him on Discord.
I'm just messaging him to let him know.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Oh no!
I can't.
I couldn't. Everything, bro. I'm here. Engineer's here. I don't
Engineer, save us. Clap.
have literally no idea what I'm doing.
Dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but I literally know what
Ooh.
I'm doing or what's
Oh,
going
oh,
on
did
at
noise
all times.
catch it? Noise caught it! Noise caught it! Thank you, Noise!
And one of
love
my
you, Noise
people
Raptor.
also just did a screen cap of it, and it's amazing.
Yep. Noise,
Yes.
post that to Twitter and tag him in that, please and thanks. Don't ever let him live this down.
We never do.
T-Dorf. Moving
We should all
into
just start
the
saying
sunset.
things and
Okay.
declaring them canon for this game.
Well, I
While
guess
Adam can't argue with us.
everyone,
it's our narrative.
let's talk
now,
about
huh?
cheese. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the cheese and how it impacts the economy in this
Now
game.
we're God.
All the different kinds of flux crystals. We've got our regular blue ones that are full of power, and our red
Oh,
ones
man, I
do
heard-
audio. The green ones
No, y'all, I am the
are
game-
teleporters.
The red ones.
I am the game master
The
now,
purple ones just
and
taste
Jada
like
sees the
Kool-Aid.
error of her ways and joins us in our dairy farming venture. And
Yeah,
Oh, dairy
let's just have a
farming.
big dairy
You make it a dairy farming polycule, and I'm in.
Are we in?
I'm
We're
in.
He's
back?
back.
Hey,
We've got it.
welcome back.
My internet.
Everything we
died.
said is
Sorry
canon.
about that.
Good.
everything we said is canon,
Oh.
everybody.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Adam can't
You'll never
argue.
know.
We said it.
Don't
Wait till
don't
we
anyone
spring
tell
that
us.
stuff on ya.
Sorry about that.
He's gonna have to
Yeah, I don't know what
rewatch
happened.
this episode to find out.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good way to get the extra views here. I gotta go watch to catch up now. I gotta catch up with my own show here. All right.
Oh.
Let me get everything rebooted, everyone. Sorry about that. All right.
Fired.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Loud Atlas, we
Y'all
can't
live
claim the
peacefully
title of
ever
Game
after.
Master.
I like that one.
I mean, we could.
Adam is the Game Master. Like, to the point that, like, when I start games with other groups, he's like, yeah, but I'm your GM, right? And it's like, yes. Yes,
yeah.
of course, darling.
Are we
I
talking
am
about
the
my?
GM now.
We're polygamorous.
You are-
polygamorous over here.
Yeah, yes, but you're my GM.
Polygamous?
We are
Very
polygamorous
polygamorous.
here.
We've
You're
been
allowed to-
polygamorous for a
You're
while.
allowed to game with other people here, so. All right, sorry about that, everyone. I think my
He's the
internet
primary.
died. Yeah, exactly. I
All the
hope
other ones are
so.
just
I like to
satellites.
think yeah, I like to think you guys like me a little bit here, so you know. I mean, some of you guys keep coming back. What's my favorite? I had a GIF where it's like, it's from Brokeback Mountain. Like, I wish I could quit you, and I always put, when I tell my players I have a new game idea. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
All
after the
right.
first session of the new game, it's y'all got any more of those sessions?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and get there. Going back. Sorry, everyone, for the technical difficulties. Hopefully, that was a one-time thing. Should I fall, I nominate Alex to pick up in my stead. So I'll send you the notes. There you go.
It's
Oh,
just
no.
gonna keep going around the circle, so every time
Exactly,
you,
it's gonna go
you
around.
fall out,
Every time you
You
disconnect.
guys-
want to see what happens
Okay.
it's
when
like
it
that
reaches
finish the
me.
sentence game. It's like that finish the
Oh,
sentence.
Oh no.
It's gonna be more
Right,
like
okay.
broken telephone.
What
the
is
way we
it?
do it.
Oh,
And it will be amazing.
r/new sentence.
Yes!
All right, I don't even know what that is. Okay, what's being said? Yeah, Lex already took over one
Don't
of my
tell him.
shows. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I laid the groundwork, and then everyone takes over. That's good, though. All right, let's get to it. Okay. All right, so the cows. Actually, that's where we'll begin. It's not in my notes, but we'll add a scene 0.5.
I mean, why not?
We will find the three of you, Zythana, Tali, Einar. You guys have been set off. Where we last left you guys, you were on a sky ship heading north into Uldris near the Pillars of the Mist. The problem is, the closer you get to the pillars, the more gravity and strange stuff starts to happen. From your sky ship, you're able to see one of the rail cars abandoned. Suspicious enough, since you know that Rhea has been kidnapped and taken via the rail. You guys take, essentially, it's like a life raft. It's a floating life raft that brings you down to the caboose. And I just see this perfect moment of Einar standing amongst a herd of cows, looking at the caboose, wondering his life decisions that has led him to this point. And
Like usual.
yeah, there we go.
You know,
So actually,
I'm just not even surprised anymore that I'm standing here.
all right. So ahead of you, the caboose has been open. That is how the cows have got out. They are grazing amongst the side of the rail. You guys are just at the rim of the Pillars of the Mist, so things are still fine. They're still, in theory, there is what's called, in the, no doubt, very difficult tongue of the Nuadan Chronicles, the last stop, as it is called, several miles north of here. It is the last, place of civilization before you get into the mid rim of the pillars. You guys can see it ahead of you off in the distance. Like I said, it's the lovely art behind us. But before you get there, you have some cows to deal with. And you're investigating this cart. What do we want to do, the three of you?
Einar is going to start pushing his way through this herd of cows towards the caboose. questioning why he didn't just go into politics like his older brother.
Roll agility to not step in any cow pies.
Roll animalism.
Animalism. All right, we don't have to worry
I could
about
roll animalism,
that,
I would just
so,
be looking at the cows. Alright, where is she? Wait, I'm sorry. Moo, 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 moo.
Why didn't you guys all take that magic path or those magic words to speak to cows? That's what we'll have to do next time. So,
Well, I'm
you
sure a
guys can-
cow translator could be built.
It cannot
in
be
the
faster
Nuadan
than just investigating.
exactly.
Oh yeah? You
Did
want to
guys-
bet?
As you guys continue to think about the ideas of perhaps asking the cows, you continue.
That's what they're called in
further,
Nuadan.
You arrive.
It's the cult.
Yeah, but cows, yes. You arrive at the caboose, and I think, relatively simply, following the same plan that Rhea had last time, there is a message kind of scribbled into the side of the cart. And
Right. What does the
so,
message
and it will
say?
Going north to the last stop, the Inquisitors, the Inquisition is on their way there. Meet me there. Very
Nothing
succinct.
can ever be easy.
Sure.
How did she
That,
get from here to there?
She took a
Why
cow.
am I asking questions I don't want the answer to?
Honestly, does Tally just have like a war flashback? At the mention of the Inquisitors?
Oh, that's right. So do you know that?
Do I just like
I'm trying to remember. You don't really.
You don't
That's right,
remember
you
our
don't
own backstory. So.
No, so in defense, I made that bit. I added an extra bit, and then it never came up in another game. Totally forgot about that. That being said, I do like that. Thank you for bringing that up, Raquel.
You're
I
welcome.
need you
I
to
love
make-
all moments to make Tally possibly go insane. That's fun.
Gotcha. Yeah, give me a willpower roll. You're rolling at a 27. Since you're not actually at this moment dealing with the Inquisition, I'm going to give you a +2 success rating because the mention of them doesn't necessarily provoke you into a flashback, because then you would be a lot more messed up than you already are. So go ahead. You're
I
rolling
mean, she's pretty
27 or
messed up.
lower.
I don't know if you met her, but
Yeah, exactly.
I got a 49.
So the good news is, so bad news is you fail by 2 degrees, but you started at 2. I gave you 2 bonus because of you're not dealing with them. So it drops you down. You're a little nervous. Yeah, but as of right now, nothing's going to directly impede you about dealing with this.
Okay, I think you guys
So,
would visibly see like Tally like
Yeah.
get, which is not normal.
Gotcha. So, team, what do you do?
I mean,
We gotta
we have a
go.
direction to go in. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a direction to
You
go,
do?
so...
All right, so the sky ship has for the you guys are able to quickly return to the sky ship, and the trip is not too terribly long for you. Now, you guys are approaching the outer rim of the pillar, so the sky ship's gonna have to. It drops you off probably a few miles out, about a mile or so outside of the city, because we're getting to the point that there's gravity distortions, and not everyone knows how to get through here. So. And they don't want to crash it. So you guys will hop back down on the lifeboat, and it will float you to the bottom, and you will begin your very brief walk to the last stop. The last stop itself is it's a medium-sized town that actually seems to have a lot of amenities because it's one of the last places of civilization. once you go into deep Uldris. Now, Uldris itself, all of the colonies, all of the provinces are on the edges because deep into the interior of Uldris is just not really explored because it gets dangerous. So you enter into town, and we can go. I feel like there would be a quick scene, but rather than go ahead and do that, of you guys looking around the town, but you will quickly find Rhea amongst the citizens. Rhea, you have been here for maybe a day. Here's what you know so far. Because the rail went on without you, the Inquisition was able to get here several days before you did. They bought supplies. They seem to have more followers, about 3 dozen or so. This is what you've asked around town. And they have headed deeper into the Pillars of the Mist. And you hear all sorts of terrible things that await you up there. Talks of demons, giant spiders, and the like. So as you're kind of preparing for all this, of like, oh no, how do I stop their crazy mad scheme? You will then encounter them as they are kind of wandering around the small market, looking for you. You guys see each other, and I will let you guys roleplay as I look up those demons.
I guess in this moment, if Rhea and Tally lock doors, Tally's just gonna scream, Rhea! And just at a million miles an hour, suddenly not so quiet
Body
anymore. Bottoms, and then starts talking at Rhea at full speed, so your place burned down, and I saved your journal, and then I got your message, and I sent it to everyone, we found you, and now you're here.
Rhea's just gonna put her finger on her mouth and I missed you too.
I think she found Rhea. I can't be sure.
Oh,
Here.
do you think?
And she takes out the thing, I guess you would recognize as your journal, or hands it to you.
Yes. This is exactly what we needed.
Down. I did my best, but I wanted to make sure you had it. I didn't set the fire. It was not me, and I did. And it's not burnt to ash, actually. It's just there's some fire damage on the upper second floor right after you get off the stairs. So, just put a cloth over it.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad I can pay for this with my not job. We'll worry about that later. It's fine. It's fine.
I swear it wasn't me.
It's fine. All of my stuff.
Well,
all right, so Zithania and Anar
the
will
most to you.
They mosey on over at this point in time. If you want to give them the update, because they actually don't know much about what Jada's up to and all that. You're the one that knows the evil plan.
Okay. So, 1. Warden Moo is an Inquisitor, so not sure if you got that notice, but that really sucked, finding that out.
We gathered from what you said that she was a traitor, but an Inquisitor?
Oh, 100%.
Wait. They're an Inquisitor? But we with them, and we talked to them, and I offered them right
She
away.
had a monologue.
Oh my god.
Oh, then she must be an Inquisitor.
Oh my god.
Doubtless. Monologue? Easy answer.
You have to understand that this is fairly hard to believe, considering I worked with Warden Moo for quite some time.
Well, it was very hard for me to believe.
Since you have a long, complicated history you never care to tell anybody about, so, I mean, this may not be as unsurprising. Maybe the breakup just isn't going well, or didn't go well. I don't know. They harbor some type of revenge and secretly want to kill us all because,
Nothing like that. It was completely professional.
I'm sure. With all, I have to doubt that it was completely professional. But just in case anyway, is there anything you would like to tell us that, would maybe not be good to hear in a monologue?
Not that I can think of. I'm just going to have a number of questions for her whenever we catch up to her.
So you guys bumped uglies and everything, and you slept with an Inquisitor?
No.
How?
I'm starting to think that you're getting your people crossed here.
I might have
Nothing
actually a
ever
little
happened between me and Warden Moo.
Listen, everybody.
All right, so, Rhea, do you want to update them on what you believe Jade is up to?
Mm-hmm. So, remember how we almost died in that water temple thing? The
Narrow it
Asher
down.
temple?
Which time?
Oh, the one with the guardian. The
That one.
stone thing with laser eyes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot has happened, and we have almost died a lot of times. So we got the disc after you set the people on fire, and we almost drowned. And it was really awesome that we got the disc so we could have all of this information. And she took it, and I think I know where she's going. But I only have a small idea of why she's doing it. Because she
Go on.
100% had her monologue cut off. But
That must have really pissed her off.
100%.
Yeah, she was always
Wait a
one for
minute.
the
Wait a minute.
inspiring speeches.
So, she brought you here. Did you see where they...
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a little closer, a little bit more romantic with my microphone.
Get that ASMR.
I have to do that too sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Whisper those sweet nothings, Tally. Do it.
Just pulling it a little closer. You didn't see.
But
where she
maintain your
took
current
the
level of
data?
exuberance.
Where's the data?
Where's the data? If I recall correctly, down her shirt.
Boob
Now, if
data?
Tally's correct, Aiden will be able to get that from her then,
Oh God, nothing happened!
I mean,
That's not what Tally says.
I mean, I don't know anything really. I'm just guessing. Listen, it's just a theory, okay? Theories aren't confirmed until there's math that proves it otherwise. And right now, it's looking equal. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying. Smile.
So aside from her breasts showing the way, they're showing the way through the pillars of the...
Oh, I see.
All right, I'm loving the boob jokes, but it's taken us a while to get the plot out here.
I'm sorry. I'm dying. She's got a map that's going to take her through the Pillars of the Mist, which is not supposed to be very... You're not supposed to be able to go through it. everything is wonky. The flux is everywhere, and if you go too far, you can get really hurt. The stuff that's in there is insane. Is insane from the stories alone. Gravity doesn't work. There are demons.
Gravity doesn't work?
What's she going in there for?
I'm going there for science!
I don't think she's after science, no.
If she is what Ray is saying she is, it wouldn't be science.
Something
I
about
assume it's... Go on.
it was something about finding something for the North Star, the guiding star for the Queen. It
so
didn't
to kind
make
of quickly
sense.
update everyone, just kind of a general knowledge of what your characters would have in regards to the Marathi and the Imperial cult. The essentially the North Star, or one of the guiding stars in the sky, they believe is kind of the embodiment of the God Queen. So the idea of she is looking for the North Star in the center or in the Pillars of the Mist. I mean, it's probably not a star there, but yeah. So the idea of searching for the God Queen or some sort of star or things like that, that is probably what you're putting together. If I'm making any sense in this religion here.
Yeah, star. I'm following.
You guys
Oh,
do
100%.
not believe it. Cool.
Right, so she's completely lost the plot, just like the rest of them have.
I believe there was some cackling, so
That is a surprisingly thorough report, including cackling.
Maybe Raya
Not
should
allowed
be a
some
warden
cackling.
when we get back. Get her a job. I mean, she got fired from her last one.
I ran across the train. Saved some cows.
She ran across a train. Doesn't that automatically qualify her to be the warden? Isn't that like part of the
mean,
test?
It's certainly
Doing something
pointing in favor.
incredibly fun and stupid.
But I saved the
Fun and
building
stupid
from
is sort
burning
of the job
down.
description.
And
So
Then you can be a
I want to
fireman.
be a warden.
you can be a fire warden. There you go. So, here's the thing your characters are putting forth is the Inquisition is heading towards the Pillar of the Mist. Few people know what's inside of it. Is it possible to get through there safely? You don't know. Apparently, the Inquisitor has a map. So you following their footsteps, as it were, is going to be very difficult. So you could rely on your training, or I'm going to hearken back to one of Tali's idea. Tali mentioned, I don't know if it was last episode.
Maya.
Not the cow translating. No.
Oh,
Not cow
man.
translating. The previous episode talked about tracking via radio signals or something or other, but radios are pretty bulky. That being said, you travel into an uncharted area. You had to buy supplies. The last stop has supplies, and one of the supplies it has is a portable radio. But I emphasize to you portable as in, it's looks very bulky, steampunk, World War II-esque. Tali could try to fashion something to follow the radio signals. That's one way you could follow this person. Another point of note, considering the fact that you all kind of got in trouble for this last time, is you now know there is even more Marathi Inquisition spies in the interior of Uldris heading towards the Pillars of the Mist. The last time you ran into them, you got in trouble when you didn't tell anybody. So those are your things you guys got to do, or may want to consider doing. And now I will turn it over to you guys of what do you want your next steps to be?
Radio.
Game
See your
Master.
hand up right there.
Yes.
Yes.
So should we go the way of tracking through the Pillars of the Mist, I have my notebook, which has all of my Thrashid information, and I have a professor mentor who definitely totally left me things. Would that give her an extra success rating or two to kind of help narrow
not
things
to
down?
create the device, but if you're saying, hey, let's create a radio tracker and follow my notes in this book so we don't follow the radio tracker off a dangerous, gravity induced cliff or whatever, that I like that. So it's not going to help Tali build the device, but if you have the device, it's going to make the job easier. Am I making sense?
I like that.
Yes. So then, can I use detailed insight to get our extra success ratings?
And that'll all be when we actually get to tracking. So now that being said, if you feel like, hey, I think we've got enough right now, and we want to skip jury rigging some sort of device to get a quicker move on things, that's a decision you guys can talk about. So I'll let you guys kind of figure out, how do you want to do this?
Okay.
Warden, Lady Warden.
I'm the Fire Warden.
I think you're the Lady Warden.
You're the Lady Warden, anyway. I need to report in what's going on, first and foremost. So that if we fail at this task, we can at least make sure that others know what's coming.
Hopefully we can make sure that...
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Sally.
I want to start doing big brain calculation on both, not only how to build this radio transmitting device, but also creative ways to make, like, have you ever seen those, like, gravity boots? Like, they're called moon shoes.
I mean, I've not really seen them, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like these big shoes. Like, Tally's trying to think of a way to implement similar thing to have people have more control over their anti-gravity state. So, like, meaning they could, like, on and shoot nearest building. She's also ruminating on that in her head. She is that might be later.
I like this idea.
There's totally tech suits, so...
Yeah, no, indeed. I like this idea. So here's what, at least in letting Tali tech the tech and all that business, here's the limitations, and I say this in air quotes, that we need to consider. The Inquisition has a head start on you. The longer you stay behind tinkering, the more of a distance they get. That being said, in an area that gravity ceases to exist and there's rumors of demons and monsters inside, having some sort of a device to maybe mitigate one of those problems, solid idea. The question is, how much time do you guys want to, I don't want to say waste, but use for that kind of stuff?
Okay, cool.
Am I making sense? And then we'll roll and see if you can come up with, the supplies. But I'm not looking to limit you guys on that just yet.
Okay, so do I still have that one kit in my pocket success that I've been holding on to? I don't know if you've used it. I have it written down that hasn't been used.
Sure. You know what? I've been terrible at remembering those, so why not?
Okay, this is when I want to invoke it while doing my major tech prep.
All right, cool. All right, so
big brain blast, very fast.
The radio device is actually relatively easy to build. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna have you kind of just do a quick check for that, because I feel like that's easy.
Okay.
Definitely well within your character's training. So you're gonna give me a tech check, which is intelligence. You start with 6 degrees of success.
Okay.
Yeah, let me check something here. You have a poor tech kit, which gives you an additional degree of success, so it puts you at 6 to 7. There's one other thing I wanted to look at. Tech rank. You can now expand. Cool. Yeah, so it starts you with 7 degrees of success, intelligence check. You're going to roll a D100 and want to get below a 40.
All right. I got a 14.
A what?
A 14. I got a 14. I have to get this. A 14.
14, wow, okay. Boom. So yeah, you're going to have like, I think 10 degrees of success right there. More than enough to build this. The bonus I'll give you here a little bit, just because you did so well, the device is not particularly bulky. It's bulky. It's not like, it's not a Star Trek handheld device, but it's kind of like a...
I'm kind of like those old-fashioned lightsabers, where you had to like have it on your back and on your hip, and it's like this big kiss like on her back and on her hip.
So it's a little short. So you don't have to have a back device, mind. It's just like the way I see it, it's kind of like big, and it's got one of those little beady, kind of.
Okay.
It looks very steampunk-ish, but it's bulky, but it's not like encumbering bulky. Am I making sense?
Got it. Okay.
You're not going to be
on a sack.
So that being said, we'll do one other tech check, but I'll tell you who's probably would be useful in helping you is Zythana, because what you're doing is anti-gravity stuff. That's flux crystals and things like that. And the person whose entire job is to imbue flux crystals just happens to be right over there, mean mugging Anar, and is probably not doing anything particularly useful at this second.
Excuse me, this is extremely useful to me.
I mean, it's important, but useful.
This
so
is like
if you
therapy.
wanted to help out.
Well, we're here for the trauma, not for the therapy.
Zythania wants to help, right? Look, can protect us. I'm trying to protect you.
I mean, Zythana will help, but really only if asked, because otherwise she's far too busy glaring at Anar.
Well, Tally will make her way over to wherever Zythania is sitting in that moment, and purposely puts herself in front of the eye view of Anar, and like gets down eye level, nose to nose, basically. I need your help. Please help.
I can help you. Please back up an appropriate distance from me, but I will help you, yes.
She literally only goes like 3 inches from you. She's very close, but she means well. It's non-threatening energy, very chaotic energy.
I don't know, I feel pretty threatened by this through the computer.
Like we're like the same kind of energy. We're gonna make a bomb. Need help, please. I'm gonna build something really cool, and I want you to be a part of it. And I kind of need your intelligence, please.
Of course, I will help you build anything that's not a bomb. We don't need a bomb right now. Later, maybe, not now.
Okay, fine. You say, and I would like to think that Tally goes to like Zythania's hand or wrist in a very friendly, animated gesture to kind of drag her with her to her workspace in a pleasant and fun way with sunshine and rainbows. Well, come on, let's go! We gotta go create!
Zythana looks at both Anar and Rhea, waiting for someone to save her from this fate, but it's not
won't
now.
help you. Too late now.
Have fun.
will
I was
help
like,
her.
I was tired of getting that hole drilled in the back of my head with your gaze. Oh my God. My phone call, my radio calling peace. All right, so yeah, when you
Now
assist,
that she's not trying to set me on fire with her eyes.
which you can do.
Oh yeah!
I
I know.
I forgot.
All that pretty
we're
hair is gonna go up.
We're gonna so you're gonna get an additional 2 degrees of success from Zythana's help, or Zythana's help, excuse me. That's gonna give you starting at an 8 tech. You're starting at 8 success rating with your tech check. So you gotta roll 40 and below.
40 and below.
Yeah.
Here we
So,
go.
hold on. Let me back up. Before you roll, I am going to take away 3 degrees of success because you're making anti-grav boots. So you go from 8
Fair.
back down to 5.
It's a fair sacrifice.
Yeah. It's been 0 days since I've pronounced. Yeah, exactly. So what do we get, Tally?
Okay. I got 4 zeros.
4 zeros? Well, that's bad. That's actually
no,
100.
shit. I thought that was good in this game.
No. So, the good news is.
Oh, I lost Adam again. Did anyone else lose Adam? I guess it's my turn to storytell. Okay, it blows up.
There we go.
Lex, what are we doing?
Oh no!
Yeah, Lex, what are we doing?
Okay,
Well, that
wait,
was
so
that was a
it
pretty
wrong?
bad
'Cause,
botch, so I think it blows up so strongly that we just got a TPK.
Well, I thought when you, I got so
Hey.
excited because I
Night,
thought
everybody.
Good game, guys. Good night.
I've got an idea. Game Master, I would like to strap ourselves to our cows. I would like to strap
Hey.
ourselves to our cows and
The chat just said
Flip-flop
4
our way
zeros kills the
through.
GM.
4 zeros still.
Yes, you watched so hard
God.
you killed Adam.
What have I done?
I say we abandon this whole anti-grav boot thing and go back to the cow
It's
translator.
too late. I'm in. I'm in.
Cow translator, though.
Let's go.
So hyped. I was
Come
so
on, I
hyped.
told you
was
guys
like,
I want to clip
yes!
flop into the sunset.
I'm with you on the
Dangerous.
sunset
turned into
flip-flop.
a 1.
Who needs a white horse when you've got black and white cows? Actually, in Nuadan, they're probably like blue and white.
I'm here for blue and white cows.
I guess
It reflects
each of
all
my
of the flux
outrageous
poisoning
things
they've
I
got.
wish we do finally put our to his limit. Gravity boots, being friends with people who probably were gonna kill me. I mean, what's next? I blow up the
I mean, you kind of did.
sun? I'm about to. It was nice knowing everybody.
I mean, you could have just made the cow translator and this would have been all fine.
Yeah.
What happens
I
when you
was
botch
trying
that
to
hard on a
protect
cow
us,
translator?
trying to be big brain.
The
You
cows
watched
It's gonna turn
rebel
out that the
and...
cows are all inquisitors.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We find out that the cows are all actually Marathi Inquisitors, and that is in fact how we TPK.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry about that again.
Welcome
My
back.
internet seems to just be popping in and
Well,
out.
in
here,
your
so I
absence, we have
apologize.
rescued Rhea and killed Jada and escaped home, and Einar and I got married, and everyone's happy, and Rhea got rehired. End of game.
There you go. Well, it was nearly end
Yeah,
of
I
game
love
because
the
I was
sun.
like, oh, I was like, oh, I'll grab a drink while I'm waiting for the internet to reboot. Not realizing in the pitch blackness, I had my chair over here and almost wiped out. So that was nearly the end of our show there. But okay.
So you're
I'm back.
telling us that Tally did in fact really almost kill the GM.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes.
This close. I didn't realize
Yes.
that my chaos energy was so real. It's truly
So,
real.
the downside is you are unable to create anti-grav boots because it's just not working out today in regards to that.
I
You
don't
were
think you
very
have
close.
what you need for this. Mm-mm.
I had an idea. I don't know what I didn't go right.
I'm just
That
saying.
being said, well, that's
Tie yourselves to the cows.
you stop trying to make the cows work.
Stop trying to make
Everyone
cows
else
Alright.
likes to
happen.
cows.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays we were spot.
Anar, you had to... Go ahead, I'm sorry, Tally.
No,
go ahead.
it was a fleeting thought.
All right. Over to Anar. Anar, you go to the last stops. They have a small kind of radio station trying to reach out to whoever you can. You get a call. Actually, the nearest, I'm trying to think. I'd have to pull up the map, and that'll just, with me getting disconnected, that's going to waste a little bit more time. Let's just get to it. So, nearby town, which I'm not even sure would be on the map that I have. So it's a relay. You're not talking to anybody important, but you're leaving a message for them. So this is Relay Station Alpha.
This is Warden Anar Jothan.
Yes, Warden.
I need you
Hold
to
on.
send...
Keep going, Warden. I'm looking to see something.
I need a message sent back to command as soon as possible.
I see. Oh, I know I wrote it down. I'm so mad at myself. Speaking of reaching back callbacks, do you guys remember you said, remember you had a
Yup.
number and you said you were going to remember it? And I wrote it down. I can't find it amongst all my notes. That's okay. All right, well, you say what it is. I thought it was going to be fancy and pull something out from like 6 episodes ago.
I don't remember what the number was.
That's
so
okay.
I was the number.
I was trying to impress you guys, but I failed. So, yes, Warden, what is the message?
The message is that we are pursuing the traitorous warden, Jada Mu, to the Pillars of Mist.
Copy.
There are multiple Marathi Inquisitors, multiple Marathi contacts here.
Copy.
They seem convinced that they will be able to do to either discover something or some ritual that will return to them their god queen. I have a very small team here with me, and if we fall here, I will need as much backup sent here as possible.
Copy. I will send the message immediately, Warden.
Thank you.
And with that, that will leave the 4 of you. You have I don't say wasted. You have utilized a day here in this town. Do you want to head off into the dark of night, into the Pillars of the Mist to try to catch up some time, or do you want to wait till the day?
I vote we go now.
YOLO.
The more time we
Let's
waste,
go
the
now.
further ahead they get.
I
YOLO.
agree, we don't have any time to waste.
Well, seeing as I failed with my really cool moon boots, just make them into a bomb instead.
Just make some.
What did I say about the bombs?
At this point, we
it
might
was
need
an
one.
accident. I just trailed them my wires.
It was
wrong,
an
so now if we throw them, we could just throw them at people and die, and if fire explodes.
I tried to make shoes and then I made bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw
Accidental
the shoe
bombs
at
are
them.
worse than purposeful bombs. I want this stated for the record.
Yeah, it
So
was
noted.
super
All right, well, we
accidental.
continue. We're going to say you guys buy basic supplies with the money that you have from the last stop, and you continue in the dark deeper into the mists. Or not the mists, into the Pillars of the Mist. We would cue, if this were a movie, this would be a perfect time to just, show the oppressive darkness as you guys move through. You hear strange sounds into the night. I feel like, hold on on. There's going to be one more check before we get going. This is probably a little ridiculous, but go ahead. Give me a wisdom check, Tali. You want to roll below a 40. You have your navigation of 6, 2 from the book. But I'm going to take away 3, or 1 because it's at the night, and 2 because it's a dangerous place. So that puts you at 5. So you want to roll 40 or below.
Yeah. 40 or below.
Yes.
Okay, another 0. And so I got a 1.
That's good. That's good. There you go. So the good
I don't
news
know.
is,
The fates are messing with me. I'm rolling on my little Lego house. So
well, this time, the good news is you didn't fail making your moon boot. You failed making your moon boots, but you do not get lost in the haunted, demon-infested surroundings of the Pillars of the Mist. So that's
okay.
Good.
I mean,
You
good
win some, you lose
trade-off, I guess.
We're gonna say, you guys, as the sun begins to rise, that you guys have been hiking throughout most of the night, you find yourselves, as the sun kind of rises, this is probably the most beautiful sight that any of you have seen probably in your entire lives, as the way the sun goes through the pillars, bounces around the rifts and gravity distortions, and this is beautiful. Like, there are rainbows upon rainbows just throughout this area. It is only juxtaposed. Yeah, it is only juxtaposed by the other frightening sights that you see floating in the sky, maybe 50 feet up, are the bones and remains of some inhuman creature, frozen in time, its body's decayed ages ago, and this is all that remains. Everything almost appears as if it's blasted away from some sort of center point. And then, what can I say here? We got a good navigation check. I want everyone's just going to roll a d10, and you're going to, this is in my own game, I call this the, actually no, we'll ask the audience, we're going to ask the audience, I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Who is I call the unlucky bastard roll? Some bad things are going to happen. I need to know whose person's going to happen to. Who's the unlucky bastard between our 4 friends here? Go ahead, audience. You got 20 seconds. We'll take the highest votes here of who terrible things are going to happen to.
Oh, I want to roll. I want to roll.
Let's see if we get anything from anyone. Chat's a little quiet. We've got Saithana from Broken Dice. Broken Dice. There you go.
Monsters.
Screw you guys.
Wow, you guys are brutal. Remind me never to piss you off.
Well, now it's canon, so it has to.
It's canon. Yeah, there you go. They're gonna put that in a short story in the book. Like, by the way, let me tell you what happened one time. Broken Dice says, "Sorry, not sorry." Here for the drama. There you go. We got 2 votes for Zai.
Wait, who said me?
Tally.
Oh, we have Tally? Oh, yeah, we got 1 for Tally, 2 for...
No,
2 for
no, we
Zai?
didn't. Haha, what are you talking about?
Come on, Zai Zai.
Oh, we got 3 for...
Oof.
3 for Zai
Haven't I
Zai.
suffered enough?
Come on!
I love
He
how
made you
John's got his
waffles.
ladies back here. Like...
Yeah.
What I do, and the other little side thing too, Alex, aren't you doing something for Mini My TV? Aren't you going to do something for them, or am I thinking of someone else? No, someone else.
You
I
are
thought were
thinking
gonna
of
do
someone
something
else.
Oh, there we go. Someone else with an M, I thought. Okay, well, never mind. I was like, man, they're cruel to you. That's okay. Now I'm sitting here trying to remember. Either way, well, there you go. Count that as a job offer. Here you go. All right, so unfortunately, we've got 3 for Zaya. So as you guys are enjoying the view in the second, you forget for just one moment where you are. And as you take a step, you hear a squish up. And you can't move your right leg. What do you do?
Guys, I think I have a little problem here.
As you look down at your right leg, you see you're attached to some sort of strange viscous substance that seems to web off in different directions. You have wandered into some sort of massive spider web.
Yes, big problem. Big problem here. Yes.
Yes, it is. All right.
Move. The more you struggle, the more I'll attach to you. You'll fall in and suffocate and die. Hold on.
No one is moving but you currently.
Well, don't.
I imagine Zythana standing perfectly still while Tally's kind of running in panic circles. Don't move!
Listen. All right. This kind of web. Master, am I allowed to go off of like some knowledge I have arachnids? While observing this
check
goo?
your sheet to see if you've got any. Let's see who's got crazy creature. Knowledge will just counts.
Because honestly, I'm thinking about it at the fact that like spider webs are actually one of the strongest strings in the world. So I have a feeling that Tally would probably know something about the molecular structure breakdown, and so maybe she could detach it from that level.
So
dang it! I should have done dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering.
That's a
there you go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that being said, yes, your character is right in regards to the more you move around, it's going to be bad. That being said, there are things called saracens. They are large spiders that tend to hunt in packs. While their webs are annoying, their acid saliva is going to be the problem. And the more Zythana struggles, the more it's going to send a signal through the web and essentially bring them here.
Okay.
So,
I have the bomb.
Tally, I have
No
an
bombs.
idea.
Do not set the bomb.
Tally,
Tally,
no bomb. Put the
can
bomb
you
away.
make a laser? Can you take a flux crystal and just focus it so much, or focus the light so much that we can just burn her out?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to lose my foot. Oh,
Yes,
I'm going
I
to
have
lose
a
my
laser.
foot.
And I'm ready to use
So
it.
that could work. Zythana, I am going to point out just additional things
My
here.
eyes.
Oh wait, you
I
have
believe-
fire.
I sure do.
Yeah, you do have fire. Now the downside, so here's two things you got to look at. When you cast spells, you incur flux, and the more flux you incur, it prevents you from casting spells in the future. But that being said, you're the one attached to the Saracen. Is that how
I wouldn't
Saracen
save it for when
spider web.
we can get you out
So
of
I'm
that's your
willing to
leg.
hold off on the. I'm willing to hold off on the fire while I see just how much of a shit show this little laser plan is.
Give me.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, you're attached to acid spider web, like an
Yes,
acid
I'm also
spider.
very attached to this foot.
It's okay.
Very
Five
attached.
of the foot. We'll figure it out.
Oh, she's going to make me a bionic foot. Oh, I don't want it.
Kind of. No, could you?
She's just gonna. She's just gonna give you the bomb, so that
Don't
when
let
you
them
kick
cut my foot off.
It's the bomb.
I'm not
shield.
going to let them
All
cut
right.
I'm
your foot
assuming I
off.
have
It'll
to
be all right.
like this.
It'll be all right.
All right.
Yeah,
I love
that's
this.
right. Listen,
Raquel,
Einar, it's gonna be just fine.
give me a tech check as you attempt to burn.
If she
That being
loses
said,
her
I think
foot,
you actually get to use your spammer. Yeah.
there won't be
What do
enough
I need to
of
get
you
below?
Take home.
Are you trying to get below 40 again? You're just
Also,
you're
like,
doing a lot of the
You're
tech stuff
a
here.
warden. You should have first aid.
There's a difference between first
I
aid
got a
and stopping someone
28.
from bleeding out because they've lost a fucking limb.
To a laser.
Okay, so it's
It's fine.
I mean, we
fine,
could
everything's
cauterize it with
fine,
the laser.
guys.
So that being said, as you guys are worrying, Tali's gonna pull out their spam caller, which pulls out their spammer, which, like I said, in my mind looks like a sonic screwdriver. And she starts, and it's actually doing the job, but you can start to hear the sound of chittering in the distance.
I'm going as fast as I can!
Okay, fuck the foot. More worried about the spiders now.
No, I have to get you out of here.
Adam,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, what if, hypothetically, I aim at some far-flung part of the web with a little bit of wind shenanigans?
Oh, that's a really good
To
plan.
try to draw them off.
Ooh.
Yes.
Actually, not a
Yeah,
bad plan.
like when you ping a spider web and it sends it off.
Oh,
Yes.
thank God. Okay, great. I thought that was just gonna make them angry, and I got very scared.
No, I like
Just
that.
like
Especially
way
if you
far
do it.
away.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, because you're.
Yeah, it's going to be as far away
I
as
was
I
also
can,
gonna
I can
say,
shoot.
like yeet a rock. So just roll to yeet.
I can shoot way farther than I can yeet a rock.
So, you're gonna. So, are you gonna enhance the attack with your wind spell?
Yeah, I want it to think that there is something delicious over in that direction. And I want them
Gotcha,
all
I
to go
like it.
way the fuck away from us.
Gotcha. I like that. Go ahead, give me. You're gonna make a ranged attack, which for you is 40 or below. We're not gonna. You're not in combat. You're not worried about that. So you're just gonna take the flux, and right now you're at 0, so it's good. You cast your spell, aim your hand cannon that is now enhanced with the wind spell, so it's gonna go boom. So let's just roll here.
Only rolled 5.
All right,
Hey.
so as you guys are hearing the chittering tallies slowly cutting through it, Zython like, okay, no, I'm worried about the spiders now. And you just boom. In my mind, it's very much the noisy cricket from Men in Black, except it's like 3 times, just, you know, and it sends this like in my mind, it looks like this like force wave, just like, and you can see like the whole spider web over in that direction just buff it. And I like that. It's gonna buy you a little bit of time, and I think that's
Work
just enough
faster.
time for Tali to, and you're able to get your foot free, Zythana.
I told you I knew what I was doing.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
But you're free, and Anar has drawn their attention off, but the spiders are relatively intelligent, so it might not be a good idea to stick around here too long.
Let's go now.
I'm going.
And we're moving.
So you
we
guys
are not waiting.
Yeah, so very much in the
Yeah,
movie
here,
kind of
I'm outta here.
situation, the camera moves real quick as you guys are kind of moving your way through this dense forest during the kind of the morning hours. While it looks beautiful, the one problem you do run into is light is being bent around the various rifts and gravity anomalies and really disorienting you for a little bit. And you end up in a small clearing. There is a stone kind of, I don't want to say it's not intentionally a dais, but it looks perfect to it. And there are rocks that kind of spiral around of it. And sitting there is a hooded man. And he looks at you as you guys kind of running out. He goes, "Shh. You make a lot of noise."
Yeah.
Are you lost? Our little
Ish.
forest has been full of activity.
Are
We
you
don't
lost?
exactly- We don't
No.
exactly know the way through here.
I am exactly where I should be.
Oh.
He reaches out to a stick next to him and will stand up. And he stares off into the distance, and it becomes quite apparent to you that this man is blind.
Oh.
Are you with the others? They came marching through here a couple of days ago.
We're looking
No.
for them. Do you know which way they went?
Well, I will tell you, I didn't see which way they go.
No.
It's a little joke.
Because, you know, they're blind.
Understandable.
It was very funny.
I try. Forgive me. I do not get many visitors out here.
I can't imagine that you would. It's quite alright.
So lonely.
Normally we would be more inclined to laugh, but after the spider nightmare monstrosities earlier and trying to catch up to these other individuals, I'm afraid that humor is in short supply.
Living here in the mist, you don't trust your eyes. Let's see if we can find your friends, shall we? He kind of turns around with a stick, and he will tap the stone, and you guys hear the sound echo. This way.
Okay.
I'd like to
Sure.
point out that
Why
they're not our
not?
friends.
That is good. They seem to be a very upsetting people.
We are trying to stop them.
And what are you trying to stop that they are doing?
Reviving. Apparently reviving God Queen.
Strange people, strange folk about. So he will lead you through the mid-rim of the rift, the mid-rim of the Pillars of the Mist through the rifts. The journey itself begins to take a great deal of time, and eventually you get to the point as you will get to kind of a stopping point as the sun begins to go down. And he comes up, taps another rock, listens. Your friends are not far, but it will be too dangerous to go at night. We should make camp here.
You do know the area better
You
than we
seem to
do.
know the place better.
I'm down to take it.
Okay.
So that night, you guys will begin your fire, and leaving you all of you kind of, I would say, alone, and the first time in a while that you have time to just wait. You guys have been moving and moving and moving for the past couple of days, trying to catch up, and you are now just a hair's breadth away. And looking at the time, this is a perfect time for us to take a break. And when we come back, we will pick up with our monkish friend and continue further into the Pillars of the Mist, and hopefully we can catch up with the Inquisitor. And this would be a perfect time for my computer to randomly lose internet and let me connect. So we'll see. So we'll be back here in just a few moments, everybody, in about 10 minutes with the conclusion of Episode 8 of the Nuadan Chronicles, Lost Isle of the Mist. So see you back here in just a few minutes. right, welcome back, everybody. I've got my popcorn, as I sometimes eat way too early, so this time I decided to cook it real quick before we went back. So, all right, everybody ready? I think we all got back last minute, so I know you guys talked about some stuff. So check your notes real quick before we jump back in. I'm gonna take a drink. Hope everyone's having a good time out there.
Oh, I feel sneeze
Broken
coming
Dice?
on.
Yeah, Broken Dice post in the chat if you want to see a picture of what these big spiders look like. You can go to their Twitter, and they have posted a photo. So there you go, some great art, So okay,
All right, I have to shout out my husband, who is the MVP of this season, for bringing me this amazing cherry blossom and pea flower iced tea.
woo, love it. Okay.
That's so cute.
So,
Shout out to the drink spouses.
yeah, drink spouses. There we go. That sounds fancy.
He enables me to be able to do this stream. It's amazing.
Awesome. All right. So it's that night. The fire is crackling. It's warming, but it's not exactly roaring. You hear strange sounds off in the distance, but it sounds like an over there problem. You know, when Adam gets the popcorn, there's going to be blood run. Yeah. not this kind of show, but those noises. It's an over there problem. Something you're not worried about. But you all are alone with your thoughts and with each other. And I like being above board in regards to things like the audience. We know the story is nearing its climactic conclusion. You all feel the weight of this moment, these moments soon to be, and what they will mean for your lives. And this might be one of the last few quiet nights you may have, possibly ever. So, it gets you thinking. The monk sits at the edge of the fire. The light dances off of his eyes, although they do not move or respond. They don't appear to be lifeless. They just seem to see something else. He will stand and walk over to Zythana. I don't get the hood up. May I sit?
Of course, it's your middle of nowhere.
Thank you. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Very homey, as I think the word.
My home is just over there. It's where your friends are going. Or those you've come to chase. What brings you here? Because I know I can hear it in your voice. While their activities bother you, you're here for something else.
I want to see something through. An old piece of the past that I think needs a conclusion.
It's funny the things people do with the past. Like they won't let it go. He gestures in a broad direction of Einar. He does not let go of the past. I can hear it in his voice.
He doesn't let go of much. He holds it all inside.
This is his journey too, it seems.
Perhaps more than
he
it's
has a
mine.
choice. Oh. But don't you see? Even a blind man could see it. There are two paths ahead of him. Well, two paths in general. He has followed his journey halfway. And rather than go any further and risk a conclusion, he stays where he is. He could go back and forgive himself. Or he can go forward and maybe you will forgive him. But you want to know one of the things I learned out here?
What?
Sometimes, when people are having trouble on their path, maybe it's better to meet them halfway. Don't you think? After all, everyone needs a guide every now and again.
Isn't there some saying about the blind leading the blind?
And there's some other saying about a journey of 1,000 steps. He's not 1,000 steps away. But your journey begins with at least one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Zythana is going to get up and in an almost overtly aggressive way walk directly towards Einar before she kind of thinks better of that approach and calms it the hell down and approaches him like a normal person.
Einar will look at first like, oh, great, this is where I die. Oh, okay, maybe not.
Okay, yeah. Same reaction.
Will you talk with me over there?
Sure.
Come.
And he will
I'm gonna
rise
lead us
and-
a little away from the group, but not like so far away as the scary spiders might be a problem again.
Boy.
Paranoid of spiders now.
Fight, fight, fight. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Allie's be in the audience for us.
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Our blind tour guide had some words of advice for me. And while I'm not sure I should believe a man who lives alone in the middle of this while being blind, they rung true.
Somehow he's known the way better than any of us could suss out.
Oh, that's just because we don't have anti-gravity boots. Let me ask you a question before we go any further with this.
Alright.
Do you want your ring back?
No. I gave it to you, and I meant it when I gave it to you.
Einar, I don't know what happened back then. I don't even really know what's happening right now, half of the time. But all I know is, as soon as we walked in that bar to find you, my life has been about you again. And we spent 3 years not talking. We spent 3 years without you. And I didn't like them. I don't like when you are not here. I don't like waking up without you. And I don't like going on ships without you. And I don't like any of it when you're not there. So what do you want to do about this?
Zai, my life never stopped being about you. I did what I did because I couldn't stand the idea of losing you. I made a lot of stupid, underhanded decisions to set off the chain of circumstances that let us meet. But the day I gave you that ring, the day that I asked you to marry me, I meant it. Loved you then, I love you now. I never stopped. Everything I've done to myself has been because I just wanted to keep you safe. And the idea of you hating me on my terms was easier.
Einar, that's very stupid.
You know,
I don't need you to protect me. I just need you to love me. The only reason you lost me is because you chose to. I was right there. I was waiting. Whatever you did, it doesn't matter. Not to me.
my life stopped when I walked away from you. It only started again when you walked back into it in that bar. That night at the Foul Fae was the first time I've felt anything in years.
Then why are we doing it like this? Why are we pretending this?
Because we've always been stubborn. It's what we love and loathe
I'm
about
not
each other.
I'm not stubborn. You're stubborn.
Right. Right. I'm stubborn. I am the stubborn fool.
Am I- So, let us say this, Do you know those stories about people who meet for the first time and they fall in love immediately and they propose right there and then? Yeah?
Yeah.
You know those stories?
I do.
I don't know what decisions you made. I don't know what things you did. And I don't think I care to know them. I say we start our story at the most important part. When you asked me to marry you. Let's be one of those people. One of those people who met right then. That's when our life starts, yes?
It definitely was the moment it started for me, so yes. The moment I met you is the moment I knew I was in trouble. It's never changed.
You've been in trouble a lot.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
So, what does that mean for right now?
It means that we're going to get through this. And when we get home, it means that I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do to my mother. And I don't care.
Oh. I was worried about where that was going for a minute there.
No. It means that
So,
I don't know how things are going to work out with me being a warden when we get back, and I don't care about that either. Because as long as I have you, I
I
can do
was
anything.
never with you because you were a warden.
I know that.
So, you are my fiance again then, yes?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Yes, you are. And I'm stubborn, so I'm standing by it this time.
All right. You have my
You run away
permission
again?
to.
I find you.
You have my permission to hunt me down and drag me back. It will be me that gets dragged, kicking and screaming to the altar.
Yeah. Don't think I won't. Mm-mm. Not when we have Tally now. She has some kind of spooky chains that she'll put on you and they'll drag you there automatically.
I am utterly horrified, and it's perfect. I'm here for this. I may run just so that she can get her chains out, and you can have that satisfaction.
Turns out she built boots, and those boots are made for walking.
Oh.
I think they were made for
Zaithana
falling.
and Einar walk back
And
to the
maybe
fire
going
hand
boom
in
in the
hand.
meantime, yet to be seen.
Okay. They absolutely walk back to the fire, hand in hand. But partway back to the fire, he will pause, turn to Zathana, and he will kiss her.
Can we
Is
see
it like
this?
some of our audience comments that even the spiders got quiet and listened in on your conversation?
Spiders
Yes,
love their
y'all can-
drama.
Spiders love drama.
I
Yes,
take
y'all.
moderate exception that you did not do it properly and get down on one knee. Coward.
Already did that. And yes, absolutely. The peanut gallery that is Tally and Rhea can absolutely see the kiss.
Tally just sighs. Is like, oh my god, finally! God, oh my god. You guys were like two magnets, and you guys just kept trying to put the negative ends to each other to repel your north and south. You're supposed to be together.
I like
Certainly
Tally's
seems
metaphor for your love being magnets.
So Tally.
Yeah, just very, very Tally here. Doesn't have anything to do with
Tally
feelings or anything like
change.
that. It's like two magnets. Tally is the flower
Yeah.
girl and uses flower bombs.
That's
at
in the
wedding.
magnets.
I do
Flower
agree.
bombs.
Tally is totally the flower girl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would work. All right. The sun will rise the next day as everyone awakens. The monk stands there at the edge of the camp, and he beckons you to follow. As you now enter the heart of the Pillars of the Mist, this is the one thing you cannot, you don't see in the picture around us, as I keep referencing that as the Pillars of the Mist. At the center, you find the Temple of the Void. And I love the way it's described in the book, but I don't have it in front of me. The way I see it, especially in this moment, the temple sits above this open, like, chasm. And above it, there is this strange luminescence that just, like, almost glows like another sun. Because when you're this deep, the actual sun is blocked out so much by the rocks and the almost floating mountains that sit around it. You are at the center of a frozen explosion. The further you are away from it, the smaller the debris is. But you are in the core. Large chunks are still there. The sun, even though it should be well within, should be illuminating everything, doesn't seem to do it. But the rift above glows with this iridescent blue light, and beneath it, though, there is a chasm of orange light The temple itself sits on another broken piece above this, and there are floating steps that lead up to it. It's weird to describe sound here, especially outside, and I hate referencing another medium, but for those that have seen the Star Wars prequels, there was an, Jango Fett has those little, like, explosive bombs that, like, just before they go off, everything becomes utterly silent before it goes like, that moment of that silence, that is how it sounds here, and I it's a weird way to describe silence, but in my mind, it is that every sound around it is pulled into a point. Like, you can still talk, but it should echo. But it doesn't.
It's muted.
And so yeah. Apacho, thank you. A dense silence. I like that. There you go. This is why I have an audience, to fill in the words when I miss them. And here you are. The temple. Yeah. The temple itself is actually a relatively beautiful and ornate structure, carved out of the very rock that's this mountain that floats. Does anyone say anything before we enter the Temple of the Void?
Rhea is scribbling like crazy in her book.
Yeah, I guess Tally would be probably like, had any readings meters, like, you know, like the stuff that can
oh yeah, I love it. That's
meters and stuff. I don't know what they're called. I don't know the fancy word for them, but you know what I'm talking about.
You've got various instruments. That makes total sense. Your character pulls them out of their backpack, and of course, they're all reading off the charts. Crazy, weird, like, none of this makes sense. 1 meter says there's that. You know, 1 meter says the humidity's off the charts. The other one says that, you know, there's no barometric pressure. What's going on? It is just
But we don't feel anything. We don't feel any discomfort.
Not physically, no. In a way, at this moment, this part feels serenely unnatural. Like, there is a calm here, but at the same time, it's not meditating in front of the waterfall. It's not that. There is this, like, a dense silence. To quote under the chilling reverb of true silence in the void. There we go. Love it.
Creepy.
So, yeah. What do we want to do?
Are we gonna go in?
I didn't know if you guys were doing anything, because the monk will continue, and he, once he is here, though, he's kind of, he just before the steps, you will see he sets his staff, like if he's hanging it up, but it just sits there, like frozen in place, and he lets it go, and he will start walking up the steps. And he'll turn and look back in your direction, because he doesn't really look at you. Are you coming? They're waiting for us inside.
Oh.
Of course they are. Adam, check the chat really quick.
Check the chat really quick. Our group chat? Our private chat?
Gotcha. For the stream. Stream chat.
Stream. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Okay. We got so many chats here, guys. Sorry.
Unrelated, I mean, look at this hair. Tally's really mean.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say something earlier. Remind me of that later, and I'll tell you about an idea I just had, but
Okay.
let's see here. Hold on.
Oh no, Adam with ideas. It's a dangerous thing.
I love it.
Very, very. It's a leonine mane.
All right, cool. So the secret chats, you guys do what you want. You guys have been doing a great job of chewing off the scenery. We'll save that conversation about Tali's luscious golden locks later. Is it so? The monk continues to walk in. Do you follow? He did say they're waiting inside, so I didn't know if that was going to change anybody's actions or anything.
I mean, I don't necessarily think we can see any alternative ways in, so...
Oh, indeed, yeah. Getting in, there is no other steps that lead in. It is this cool, fantastical entryway.
And we don't
Trying
have
to scale
gravity
the side of
boots.
it will... What'd you say, Rhea?
And we don't have gravity boots.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
indeed.
I tried. I tried.
Gravity boots.
Yeah.
Of my existence for
I
all
like how we say
time.
that in our techno fantasy setting. We turn to the tech person like, man, it'd be really nice to have gravity boots right now.
Yeah.
I let you all down.
It's okay. We
Rocket
still love
boots,
you.
there you go. You go inside, or the monk will go inside, and I assume you guys, unless you say otherwise, follow
Yes.
in. And inside, you will see a couple of inquisitorial agents. They will look startled at the idea that someone has just walked in, or that there is even a person here. And they will raise their weapons to this blind man, but he seems to not regard them in any way. He even walks over to one of them he's like, you were standing in the sacred pool of stillness. Please, get out of it. And the inquisitorial agents almost have this like perplexed look of the audacity of this bitch, who just seems to just ignore them in any way.
Miss Yoda ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah. No. So what do you guys
Let's
do as
listen
the
to the
Inquisition's kind of briefly
I throw a
scrambling?
moon boot!
What do we do?
I throw a boot!
Throw-
Damn it!
I throw one! I yeet that boot so hard, so fast!
Don't blow up
Alright.
the
Only
way.
one though, not one on me! I just throw one!
Trying so hard to keep a straight face. Shit.
Don't blow up the
It reminds me of
Without, like, a
Before I can-
second thought. She's probably, like, triggered as heck.
for those that have seen this is an old reference, Austin Powers, where you think, who throws a shoe? I mean, honestly.
Honestly,
Anyway,
really
So,
hurt.
briefly, combat ensues. I don't feel like we really need to run the checks right now. The villain is here, and the villain must monologue. I don't care how good your rolls are; it's gonna happen. But
I
you
propose
throw the
that
boot.
I
Go ahead.
propose that after the boot is thrown, and they turn, Zythana and Einar just come each one hand over the monk's shoulder. Einar with his hand cannon, Zythana with her spell work, a la the Boondock Saints, the twin brothers over Rocco's shoulders, just
Yes.
blow these two inquisitors away.
Powered by love,
I'm just
no less.
standing somewhere with the other boot
Yeah.
in my hand.
Just in unison.
So as you
Natural.
so the boot will strike, and just because you didn't succeed at building it, the boot, like I will say, there's a moment like where time slows down for the audience as you throw this epic weapon at the Inquisitor, and then it resumes normal, and it literally is just a heavy boot that hits the guy in the face, and he staggers back, kind of like, what the hell? And you all expected so much more, but that's all. The monk will kind of turn and regard everyone. This is a sacred place. The first one who begins violence, boot throwing aside, I will not stand for it. Now the Inquisition looks at him like, what the is this guy talking about? And stepping out of this darkness is the Inquisitor Mu and the Water Seer that you were baptized by, Rhea. And here we are, face to face at last. The enemies and powers that be. The Water Seer will regard all of you and then look at especially Zythana and slightly Einar. I knew this vile stench of sorcery was about.
I appreciate your warning, Water Seer. Gave us time to prepare. Einar.
Well met, traitor.
How can you call me a traitor? You have spent the better part of your career mired in political wars between sorcerers while crime and corruption run rampant. How can you still support your own government when you could barely get clearance to chase me?
Compared to the oppression of the Inquisition and the Imperial cult, have you forgotten the burnings and the murders of the budding casters of the world? People who were frightened of their own power, who turned to you for help only to find oppression and death?
I see you too have fallen for the propaganda of the sorcerers. They paint us as intolerant tyrants, while they use Uldris to fatten their own pockets and power. The Singers they're a bloated organization that keeps many villages under their oppressive thumb. The flux crystals must flow after all. The rights of miners and the people who slave away under backbreaking work for a few drakes a month. Try to unionize or fight for more wages, and you disappear.
And why are you here then? Not on the front lines fighting your good fight.
That star at the center of the rift is our god queen. She will return and cleanse this land.
Of non-believers and sorcerers, if memory serves. So, us, all that we hold dear, all of those that you once called allies.
Einar, you can seek repentance. All of you can. Help her in return, and you may be spared. Please.
If Tali and Rhea are right, and I know they are, what's at the center of this rift isn't your god queen, it's an unstable flux crystal. You disturb it, you could cause another cataclysm. Millions could die, or worse.
Have faith instead of fear, my dearest, only friend Einar. Join us. Please.
I can't do that, and I won't.
Then I'll take away. She turns to look at Zaithana. What you have been too afraid to admit that you're afraid to lose.
Einar is going to look to the
And
monk.
then what happened?
Einar is going to look to the monk. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a healing spell being conjured up at Jada.
Bring it.
Okay, let's go. Let's do some narrative rounds real quick. I'm looking at the time, guys. We may have to condense the combat a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah. Oh, hey guys, I'm loving this here. We just got a little compliment from Broken Dice Games. I love Jada. Her criticisms of Uldris isn't inaccurate. So there we go. Good. Well, that means, yes, the villain is supposed to have a strong reason other than I'm just evil.
And apparently the chat says if Einar dies, we riot.
Yeah,
Well,
ditto.
Hope this goes well then.
Let's see what happens. All right.
And I'm not afraid to use it.
And another boot.
It's the left boot. I threw the right. Ready.
Oh, fuck. There we
Not
go.
the left
All
one.
right.
Left boot's
No, I'm looking
infinitely
at the
more
time here.
devastating.
All right. So this is what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna make some rolls real quick.
Okay?
And we're just gonna see what happens. Just because I'm looking at the time, we don't have time for a 30-person fight. Yes, Rhea.
I have a
Figured we
narrative
did.
question. He
Narrative
was
question.
talking about them standing in a pool. If they're actually standing in a real pool of water, I've got the storm module on my whip, which does the electrical stamina damage. Can I?
That's how Rhea killed all of the Inquisitors at once.
Yeah, there you go. I like this here. All right.
That helps.
Lex, I think
loving
you're
everybody's
muted.
thing here.
I don't think so. Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you before, but I saw that you were talking.
Oh, weird.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, actually, we'll go ahead and we'll do some rolls here real quick. Everyone's going to roll their initiative, which is a D10
Okay.
plus your. It should say I think it's your agility modifier. So if everyone needs a quick update of their agility, I'll go through and read it off. Rhea, yours is 3. Einar, yours is 2. Zythana, 3. And last Tally, 4. So you're gonna roll a D10, just one D10, add that,
Mm-hmm.
and there we go. We'll go ahead and start with Tally. What's your result?
I got a 5.
You get a 5 total, or 5 on the dice?
With my 4, that's 9. Sorry, math.
All right, there. No, that's all right. It's all right. That's why I'm asking you. Okay.
Said that I have a 2 for my base,
Yes.
right? So I rolled a 9.
Ziathania, you have
So 11.
your
sorry,
result
total.
is. So 11, Ziathania, you have.
Mine was +3, right?
Yes.
Then 11 for me as well.
All right. And then I have Rhea. What do you have, Rhea?
7.
7. All right.
Do you want me
We're
to
gonna-
roll as well?
No,
Or-
I'll roll for you here. Don't lie. You don't
Damn,
really have
'cause I rolled a
character sheet. You don't
10.
have it. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we can count that. I just meant
I would
you
like
rolled
to.
a 10. Sure, why not? I'll take that. Yeah.
Well, we'll keep it a
And I
secret.
think-
We'll keep the total a secret.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. 13. And then we'll just do bad guys because I'm gonna just have the bad guys just cause trouble.
Wait, I have a
What
quick.
did he get?
Is everything here technically electric? Are all things electric? Like, what's electric? What can I? And I mean
Are you asking what-
spam, like spam call, spam messages, spam emails, spam texts.
The blast thing.
Raquel is like, can I hack reality?
Actually, my character sheet kind of says I might be kind of good at it, so.
Yeah, no, indeed. Because you're a technomancer, you can use additional spammer settings. All tech items that deal electric damage to a single target have a 25% chance to disable all electronic equipment attached to the target.
Yeah, I want that.
That's your thing. Yeah. Okay, and then I mean, I'm not gonna bother rolling for him. It's like a taser. Yes, yes. All right, so the first person to go is gonna be Jada Moo. You were the first person to go. Although everyone has their narrative round of like what they do just before combat begins. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna start with you, Jada. What do you do before combat begins? Other than monologue.
Gosh, I mean, I think monologue is the big thing. Since you have my character sheet, I don't know what I have as far as weapons go.
Just tell me your intent, and we'll worry about the details.
My intent is to mess with Zythana's mind, but also monologue because I must have my monologue. I have
If she
must have-
monologues really well, is that a
Okay,
minus
so do you
2
draw a weapon?
to Zythana?
I would like to draw a weapon.
Okay. Zythana, what do you do?
I basically just want to prep my my stuff, my magic.
Gotcha. All right. So, which one do you want to cast?
I guess my fire one, although I think my regular weapon does just as much, if not more damage, if I recall.
Your regular weapon's a little bit more efficient, but you can create other shapes with fire, so you can make like a shield and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah,
Which is
let's
kinda
go
fun.
ahead and do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up
Okay,
my
cool.
shape of fire and create a barrier.
I like it. Sounds good. Raya, what do you got? Hi.
I'm going to take out my whip.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's DBZ combat. Everyone throws one punch and stands around monologuing for 10 minutes. We don't have that kind of time. Coming over to you, Dana. I mean, how many more episodes do we have? We got another 10 episodes. We could do that.
Oh my
Dana,
god.
what are you doing?
One episode, one monologue an episode.
I believe my narrative action is already set since I basically decided that I'm casting spell work as a fuck you to Jada.
Please do.
Yeah.
And then Tali, what are you doing as your narrative action? before
Not
fight
only
begins?
in one hand we have a spammer that I'm gearing up to use, but kind of kept low key, I guess, or haven't even really brought up is that Tally's whole thing is throwing bombs. Like that's what I do is the bombs.
Oh,
I have
no.
shells that I
You
can
do- yeah,
throw.
you have grenades.
So I just throw cherry bombs. So
All right.
in hand spammer,
We're gonna
and the other hand she has a thunder shell. Oh no, I'm sorry, a fog shell and a flash shell. Is the thunder shell
I would
also
like
a
to
bomb?
point
Because it
out-
says it's
I
She's
think
throwing bombs on a floating
Yeah,
island
thunder. I think it's like
over.
Can
yeah,
only
it's
enter.
well, like it's a concussive grenade, and you have an obscuring grenade and a flashbang.
okay. So I'm
you could-
I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna take the thunder shell and the flash shell together
All right, cool. All right.
in my hand.
Bad guys draw. The monk will stand relatively unmoving, very upset that violence is about ready to begin.
Sorry, guy.
Listen,
Sorry, my dude.
you mess
Alright.
around, you find out. We're finding out right
You didn't
now.
want violence, you shouldn't have brought us. This is
Yeah,
your fault
all
when you
right.
think about it, guy.
1 second here. I am going to
my
send
God,
our
we're blaming Miss
NPC
Yoda.
some
Oh,
NPC.
Miss Yoda.
Jada, villain, I'm going to send you a message on some advice of stuff
Yes.
to do.
Okay, good.
All right, there we go. Just to help you out here, like I said, it's better when you monologue than when I do. So, that being said, what I sent you is probably not a bad action.
I like it.
But I will let you be the arbiter of what you want to do. So, what's the plan here? Because you're the first person to go.
I like your suggestion. I am going to level my weapon. I guess it's probably something startlingly similar to Einar's. Probably still the standard issue gun that all the wardens get. I'm going to level it at Zythana, but I rolled a 6.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Yeah.
Boy.
I did. It was not good.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
It was a 6.
All right. That,
Oh
Is-
boy.
since we're making your skill check very, very similar to. Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. Nice. So you will crit. So you
What?
will do max damage.
Yeah, you want to roll low on this
What?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled
Jesus.
excellently is what you've done.
Okay.
I'm still thinking of like
It's okay. I did
like
too.
Monster of the Week and like I'm still thinking of like the 2d6.
I got it at a
and
double
stuff.
0.
Like jeez. Oh
All
my
right,
god.
So you're about ready to take a serious hit here. Yeah, you're about ready.
Sorry.
So, all right. So critical hit heading towards Zathana. Anybody want to do anything about that?
I mean, I'd probably like.
Wait! I can't
know there
about
is
that.
someone who wants to do something about that. I know there is. I know
Yes,
there
yes,
is.
there is, because
Little bit.
you have one little acrobatic monkey on this team, and it's me. I'm gonna do some acrobats to push her out of the way.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh boy.
All right.
I have
we go.
evade and acrobat.
The blind monk grabs the bullet. It's always good. Always a good idea.
That'd be kind of cool.
So, no.
No violence.
Cool. All right. Go ahead. Make an athletics check or acrobatics check. You're going to be making it at a terrible penalty. So, but no. Okay, so you're starting at 6. I'm gonna drop it down by 4. So you're starting at 2 degrees of success. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, do I need to get below? What do I need below?
You have to roll below 40.
I got 23.
There you go. Okay, so you're going to jump in there and you're going to knock her out of the way. But, so what's going to happen is I'm just going to apply normal damage to both of you. And instead of the crit to just 1. How's that sound?
Ouch.
That's okay. So, we have 14 points of damage. Let me check everybody's armor.
I have light armor.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna take, so Raquel, or excuse me, Tali's taking 12, and
Ouch.
now you're gonna take a little bit less here, Ziathana, because you reduced by 3, and I'm gonna give you your willpower as a reduction as well for like the actual like shield, remember, that you created?
Yep.
That's gonna drop it down by 7. So that means you're taking just 7 points of health damage. So you're doing pretty good, all things considered. All right.
It's like a freebie for every time you've mispronounced my name.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, I hope that the very last time he says it will be well, maybe the very last time in this
But like,
series.
I literally took like half my health.
Oof.
What did I do?
Dang.
So that leaves you with.
Glad you didn't get the crit.
That leaves you with. Leaves you with 7 action points left, Jada.
Oh God, we
you
are
can
so
still do
screwed.
Oh my God, 7?
You can attack
Jeez.
again if you want.
Oh no!
I mean, yeah, I want
In
to.
the
I
power
want
of
to
the,
fire again if I can.
in the
I
power.
want to attack again.
I like how Apache's on team on our team here. Sent team Zythana and Einar. The power of love reduces the damage by 20 points more. If only.
I wish.
I do want to go ahead and now that I've gotten the elf to hop one way, I'm going to aim at Einar.
All right, sounds
Oh,
good.
boy.
Go ahead and roll for me real quick. My dog is next to me whining that it's got to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to mute this, disappear for a quick second, and let it out. So hold on. Make that roll. Yeah, it's just sitting here. It is I have a tiny, tiny dog, and it's being pitiful.
Show us the dog.
Wait, doesn't that mean that Lex is the GM again?
Lex, you're
Oh
the
God,
GM.
Yes.
oh
What
no, oh
happened?
God. Listen, I'm proud of you. I really thought like Tali would like see what was happening, try and do like some crazy backflip mumbo jumbo somersault, like you out of the way.
Well, I mean, if we split the damage between us and we still took 21 split, that almost would have done me out.
Yeah.
Wait,
And if
yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
we did take
progress-
like 21 split basically, yeah.
Yeah, and I
the
imagine
max
he
damage,
downgraded that.
Yeah, and I think actually crits, it ignores it. It ignores your armor and all that. Like, it's terrible. So it would have been.
Ooh.
I would have been
Damage of weapons
human
would be-
toast.
Yeah,
And I was so worried about my foot like an hour ago.
Ah, yeah, you owe me 2 now, huh?
All right, so what was your result?
You get
there,
neither
Jada?
of my feet.
I rolled a
Damn.
total of 8. I got a 6 and a 2.
Okay, you're doing. All right, that is not a crit, but that is definitely gonna hit.
Unfortunate.
Anar, do you want to use one of your actions to dodge?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Alright,
please,
go.
God.
I would
I'm gonna
rather
waste
not
your
take that to
time.
the face.
An agility
Not the
check.
face,
I
not
will
the
be right
face!
It's his money maker.
Agility check, you said, yeah? Yeah, no, let's not and say we
Yeah.
did.
And agility.
Yeah, let's
Agility.
not and say that we did. I like that.
Let's say we did and then don't instead.
Quick, give me the
Sorry
result
about
before
that.
Adam gets back.
Oh, I'm back. Right.
Gosh,
What'd you get?
dang it.
Drax!
Rolled 6.
Rolled a 6 as well. Okay, well you will avoid the damage. All
Oh,
right.
Jesus!
Now we will go to. It's either we'll let Anar or Zythana go.
I'm
Uh.
moderately injured. I might be tending to Tally to make sure she's not actively bleeding out right now, so I will defer to Anar's round.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna do the dumb, and a little bit of spell
Give
hucking
it-
is
give
about
it
to
to
happen
me.
right now.
Yes. Give it to
So-
me.
That well-beloved enchanted wind bullet is about to happen.
Gotcha. All right, I gotta check. Something
It's
real
the
quick.
ultimate kind of F-you. I do not agree to drink your Kool-Aid.
Come on, hit me. I want you to do it.
Yeah,
Fuck your
there you go.
Kool-Aid.
Yes, I love the Joker.
We're more
I
alike
love
than
that.
you think.
It's Flavor Aid, okay? It's Flavor Aid.
That puts your flux at 12
Well,
out of
fuck
15.
your flavor
Just
aid.
That's fine.
All right, go ahead and roll.
12, 15.
Already did.
Nah, I can't see what you got. You got a 4. Man, everybody's doing real good. That's a crit. Okay.
Ooh.
Okie dokie. Go ahead. So that's going to be max damage. Oh, that's right. I forgot the water seer. That's okay. I'm gonna make that down. That's fine. It's an NPC. It goes whenever I want. So if you do max damage, that's going to do 15.
Ooh.
That can't be.
Owie.
That can't be stopped. So yeah, so you take 15. That which you don't have a sheet yet there, Jada, but
I
that's
assume
not
that
happening.
hurts.
Yeah, no, I mean you're all right, but damn. All right, so we're just trading.
15
crits
disgusting
here.
magical
So-
damage.
Dead left.
Right up in
punched-
your business.
you touched his lady.
Left,
You touched his lady.
I
Punched
didn't
my
have-
lady, I punched you with the
you have
wind.
not on you have 5 action points left. No wait, and then you cast the spell. That took action points too, so you're done. Cast. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You're damaged from the spell. Hold on, I did not include that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do an additional 1d5 damage. So wow, yeah. You are not happy, Inquisitor, but you're still up. And you get
Jesus.
knocked back, and affects 1 additional target. So we're gonna say the water seer is gonna get knocked back too. So they both get knocked.
Fuck that
prone.
guy.
I'm not gonna do the damage for the water
Yeah.
seer because
Fuck that-
Fuck
Fuck that guy in particular, dude.
All right, so there you go. That's done. Zaitana, we're to you.
Awesome. Hi. My turn to have the dog right next to me.
It's the emotional support dog. You got shot,
Yeah.
so.
Yes, puppet. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just here to help.
Zaitana's feeling incredibly shot right now, okay?
Not as shot
I'm
as
pretty sure
Tally's.
Tally's just on the ground like,
So's Jada.
Come on, man. There's so many other Inquisitors here. I have a plan.
You shot my lady.
Can I go after the water
elf.
guy? Because he seems like
water
he's already
seer?
in a bit of
Yeah.
a compromised position. The water seer, that's what he is.
Yeah, he's knocked down. He's knocked down. You could use some of your action points to walk over there. That'll be like 2 to 3. And then you could...
Do I need to walk over there? Can I just be like, hey, guess what? You're on fire?
You could be. Let me check your spell.
I love that.
Question: is there a
'Cause
burning
Jada
ring
doesn't.
of
That's
fire?
sorcery.
So the way your thing is, your delivery spell, you don't have any special delivery words that makes it at range, so you'd have to walk over there and touch him, and then he'll be on fire.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll do that. I'll like walk there to set him on fire like a peasant.
Exactly, like a man. You walk over as a peasant and you set him on fire. That's going to do your flux. Luckily for you, you have a lot more of a flux threshold compared to Anar, so that casting that spell's no problem for you.
Plus, I really like the irony of this.
Gotcha. So go ahead and give me a melee attack to do touch here.
So 4, 5, 6 success ratings in total.
6. All right, that's gonna be that's gonna hit. You're going to do. I think it's. So your caster, you're gonna do 1d5 fire damage and inflict the burning condition.
1d5. Cool. How's a 5?
I fell
Okay,
into a burning ring of fire.
The water seer is in fact on fire. It's not a lot, but it's the water seer is in fact on fire.
God, great.
That's really
wonderful. We love it.
Abound.
Love it.
Okay.
Water seer is in fact. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Yeah,
that
the water
did
seer is in
so
fact on
much.
fire. So that being said, let me just roll real fast. Okay, it's the water seer's turn. Now that I'm on fire, I'm not particularly happy about that. You're right.
Rightfully
here.
so.
I'm going to spend some action points to get up because I was knocked down. And then I'm gonna
Welcome.
No one
I'm
has
gonna
ever
shank
taught
his
this
dick.
guy the stop, drop, and roll. Why would you get up while you're on fire?
I do get to spend actions to. I will spend actions to put the fire out here in a second, but I'm gonna stab you first.
I mean,
Oof.
I have been I've had garments be lightly on fire in the past, and I'll be honest. When it's been 25 years since you've been taught stop, drop, and roll, you forget it for a moment.
I would
All
believe.
right, so okay.
It's a water
It
seer.
was very lightly on fire.
All right. So that note,
Where's the
it
water?
is apparently. So today, the name of today is Critical Hit Day. I rolled a 1. That being said, my knife isn't particularly damaging, so you're gonna take 9. How much did you take before there, Alex?
7. So if I'm taking 9, that puts me at 10 health remaining.
Gotcha. Okay, that's not happy. All right, so
That is not good.
And then I'm gonna put out the fire that you set me. I'm gonna make a check here, see if I can do that. I could look it up. Wow. Okay, it is the dice are with the NPC today, so I've used the rest of my action points, slapping out the fire. It now goes to Tali's turn.
Well, I'm assuming I'm on the ground. Kind of
Say
like.
again, Tali. I'm sorry.
I
ground.
assume I'm on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna not mechanically say that you're knocked down, so you don't have to spend action points to get up. But narratively, sure. You know what I mean? Like, it makes
Okay.
sense, but because the knockback wasn't part of that, and we were kind of fudging the rules for drama, you know.
So, Holly is probably slightly disoriented because that was a pretty tough hit that she took, actually. So I think as she's like getting up and clutching her side, she just yeets her little bombs. And You know,
All right.
direction.
Gotcha. I'm gonna say what I think your character, since you're yeeting bombs, you're probably gonna throw it at the various Inquisitor's agents, because they're gonna be, of course, conveniently clumped together.
Okay, works for me.
So,
That's right. Get those ads.
get the random ads. There you go, yeah. So you're gonna make a ranged attack, which is at a 36. So you want to roll 36 or
Okay.
lower.
Yeah, right.
Oh god. Oh no. A 91.
All right. Well, so you hurl a bomb off in some direction, and it goes off over there. But
Oh,
you
God.
still have
Now there are more
you still
things
have
that are
6
floating.
actions. You can do it again.
I'm sorry, say that again?
You have 6 action points left, and it costs you 6 action points to throw a grenade, so you could do it again.
Yeah. Do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Maybe slightly more put together though.
Yeah, there you go.
So I guess I'll roll for that again.
Yes. Mhm. So you can just start
Okay.
blowing up the temple. Like, oops.
All right, 16.
All right, there we go. That is better. So I'm gonna roll generally to see if I succeed, some of them get out of the way, but if I fail, the others don't. But
Please fail. Please fail. Please
you know
fail.
what? They fail barely. So we're gonna go ahead.
Yes,
Did you
they
throw
failed.
thunder? Did you throw a flashbang, a fog grenade, or a thunder grenade? Which one did you throw?
So the first one I threw, I think would have been the flash. I think I said I took the flash and the thunder out. So the one I threw was a flash. The second one I'm throwing is a thunder.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm a mechanic with style.
Gotcha. So then I take
Jeez.
2, and now I gotta look up what that does. Oh, that's right. When my internet died, I lost all the.
All of your style and your ease, because this is not difficult for you, Kali.
Hold on here. I gotta look up something. All right. So stuff happens to the mooks. They're taking this bludgeoning 2. I gotta look that up. But-
No, not my
can do that.
mooks.
Oh yeah,
No,
they're
the
going
move-
down.
Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried, but I do kind of want to know what it does. Before I keep going. So that being said, we drop down to Rhea. You're up.
So I am gonna go after the water seer who has very uncomfortably shanked Zaithanya, and yeah.
All right. So
It's a
you're
little
gonna
too
take,
close for comfort.
Gotcha. So you're gonna take a couple of steps, and then you're gonna whip her. Whip it, baby. I'm gonna whip it.
Naughty water seer.
Naughty water.
Yeah, I
Guys, this
fail.
isn't
I
called
have a
combat.
0.
I think that's supposed to be a writing crop, Anar, not a full ass like.
Why are we
Indiana
saving the
Jones
lowest
bullshit.
rolls for the
Don't keep
episode
shaming.
towards the end of the sin?
I'm not. I'm just being
All
picky.
right. Where am I? All right. So you failed to use your whip with 6 action points. Do you want to try to? Ooh, took you.
I used action points to walk.
Yeah. So you don't have any left over. Do you want to try to? Is there anything else you want to do for the turn?
I don't know. Push Zai Zai behind a rock.
She's been shot and stabbed and now shoved by her friend.
Truly the most
I know,
insulting part.
I'm
All right,
trying
guys.
to
So
think.
let's say you're getting near. So yeah, you're gonna.
Can
try
I
to,
tackle? Wait.
get yourself-
Can I tackle? Do I have enough AP to tackle the water seer to the ground?
You know what? Sure. Why the hell not? Gotta give me a melee check. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? I'm gonna try to dodge getting tackled.
Yes!
No.
Fight!
That's fail by 70. So
No!
And who's that?
Oh,
It's Rhea with
so
the chair!
All right, so you lunge towards the water seer, and you both kind of do because he does a terrible time at dodging. So it's pitiful as you two just like slap each other for a little bit. Nothing really happens. Okay. All right, so we now get to
that is how you
random
fight,
bad
guys. You just
All right, so here's what's going to happen. Random bad guys are attacking. So rather than roll individually, we're going to assume somebody hits all of you. So what I'm just going to have from everyone is everyone's going to make an agility check to dodge. And we're just going to see.
Do I get a bonus to this because I have evade?
Evade, if you have the skill, the good news about having evade, the skill is you have to start out higher. So you have 6 degrees of success starting out. So if you fail by a little bit, you'll still be fine.
Yeah.
So
Okay, good.
if you don't have evade, it's agility. And I'm just, I'm not gonna be
Okay,
real
I
mean
go,
about it.
so
Rhea's
I think I'm good.
I'm not. I'll roll for their attack. I feel like I'll give them 2 degrees of success on hitting you. Like somebody hits you. Like there's like I said, there were like 3 dozen of these guys earlier. So there's dudes shooting at you. It's getting crazy. All right, so let's go around. Tali, what did you get?
I got a 12.
12. Okay, so yeah, you avoid getting shot. Anar, what'd you get?
I'm rolling right now.
I'm looking at myself here. I'm like,
I rolled an 11.
gotcha. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check here. I know you're not particularly dodgy, but I think no, I think that's pretty sure it's still not 11. Yeah, it's gonna give you an extra. Yeah, you're fine. Barely there. Then we'll jump over to you, Rhea.
succeed by 3.
Okay, you dodge as well. And we'll get up to Zaithana.
40, and I also have the evade skill.
Oh my god, did he get it right?
Okay.
He did. He gets it right anytime he's not in character.
There we go.
Anytime he's
Anytime
not,
he's
That's
Oh,
why
okay.
I think
about it.
everyone in Nuadan mispronounces it. I don't think it's Adam. I think this is a character choice.
Gotcha,
It's
just
every
have- yeah,
NPC
The Sudarian names.
except me.
You do dodge, so that's good there. Okay, so that is the end of round 1. Moving on to round 2, starting with Jada. Jada, what do you want to do?
I would like to go ahead and. How close together are Anar and Zaithana still?
I mean, I pushed
pretty
pushed them
separate now. I would
decently
think.
apart.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Fair.
feel like
Then I'm
so
just gonna
really
aim
the
at
way I
Anar.
actually see it- Yeah, everyone is actually closer to Zaithana, and then Anar's over here back where they were originally kind of were.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and aim at Anar.
Awesome.
Get a shot.
Oh
Go ahead and
boy.
roll, please.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's a duel.
Eh. I got 14, a 5, and a 9. Right?
No,
Right, roll a
no,
2d10,
no. So
right?
what you do? It's a percentile game. So I'll roll for you.
Oh,
I'll roll for you.
percentile. Okay.
Yeah.
I just,
was
well, I
like,
can do that. I just
That
rolled a
being said,
2d10.
You did roll a 14. You did roll a 14. So I'll just not
The dice said
a
14.
crit. There you go. That's weird. What we get, Anar?
RNGesus.
I am rolling that now. Oh god.
No problem.
Five.
5. Okay. You dodge. What are you doing now, Jada?
Well, Matrix dodge the fuck
Oh.
out of the way. Probably towards
Fuck.
Zathana.
God
towards
Gosh,
Zythana.
What'd you get?
God, clean
Stab
rolled a
dang it.
Zythana.
Can I shoot him again?
Yes, you can. You do have enough.
Oh,
action. You're not
God,
really
oh
moving.
God.
He's got a bone to pick with
Okay.
you, Adar.
I have not taken a single.
Baby, we're running low. Woo! That was a 5 sound. Got a 5.
5 is a critical hit. Now I got the rules up, so
Sorry,
I'm gonna look
buddy.
something up real fast. No, wait, that's the spider. That is not what I'm looking for. I was wondering where all this went earlier, but it's I lost it. Let's see here. Yeah.
Hey, I need to ask you a question real fast.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Well,
Over message, yeah.
yeah,
Secret.
fine. I'm sitting here trying to- Am I in the wrong? Oh, that's right. Well, so the name of the chapters, one is playing the game and running the game. I always think combat's in running the game, but it's in playing the game. So I'm sitting here typing in critical hits. Like, why is this not I'm in the wrong chapter? All right, is it in the chat or where am I?
It's in the vMix chat. I'm not using anything else right now.
Gotcha. Cool. And you know me, I've got I believe we have a Discord,
I know.
or a Facebook chat.
I'm not using anything
Alright,
else because
so-
it's the thing that works.
Okay. All right. So when you critical hit, never mind. You still get a dodge, but what happens is we double their total success rating, so it makes it practically impossible. Then boom. Let's double check here. Critical
Okay.
hit effect. While defending, yeah. That's our total. As I'm dodging. Cannot be reduced.
That's not good.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it's starting out, it was 6, so that would have jumped.
I mean, what I
you
rolled
had to
is not
get
good.
10 degrees of success. Yeah.
I mean, what I rolled is not good.
Gotcha. I mean, what'd you roll?
I rolled double zeros on my dodge.
Oh no, a double
Ah,
lot. Oh
there you
no.
go.
Oh.
Adar!
Sweet baby.
I came back
Oh,
as
no.
Come on!
Oh.
I'm on the wrong sheet here. That's why.
I'm out of character, oh no.
Let me look that up. How much damage have you already taken?
Wait, what just happened? What just happened?
None.
I got a critical hit and he rolled a double out on his dodge.
Okay.
So bad
Well,
thing.
the good news is, you take
Not good
50 points
things.
of damage. The bad news is, good news is you have 26 health. Bad news is you took 50 points of damage that you cannot be reduced. So, and I think it's a power hit. And a power hit does an extra thing, like knocks the weapon out of the hand or whatever. Let's roll here. We're just gonna say we're gonna say your weapon gets knocked out of your hand. How about that? I feel like
Sounds
so
good to me.
hits you good. Your weapon goes skittering a little bit further away.
Just right through the
All right.
wrist.
How much damage? Yeah. So with that, we'll then go to Zythana or John.
I am going to try to get my way over towards Zythana, hopefully, because I'm also going to narratively say that that's the direction my weapons fell in.
Sure, I think that's good.
Because this fight's getting real, and I'd like to be able to regroup with the rest of my people.
And we need you to do your really
Alright.
cute back-to-back thing.
Just
Yeah.
as planned.
Then we'll
With a
win.
dash-
If you go back-to-back, we'll win.
This is just as
I like
planned.
those
The dash of
arms,
nutmeg.
yeah.
Those are the rules, right? Back to back, we win.
I actually. Oh yes.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Get real nervous.
Here's what we're gonna have. You know what? In a way, in a small way, we're gonna narrate here because we're getting a little low on time, and everybody, some of you are on East Coast time, and I want to keep you up all night. Rookie, I love your idea. So when you get shot, not only do you drop your weapon, it hits the hand where your wedding band is on, and the ring hits the ground covered with blood. I love that. I love that's good. That's good. I love that.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, so here's what's going to happen here. We're going to go ahead and narrate a little bit here, and we'll just go ahead and do it. So what's going to happen is I like that imagery, Rookie. So blame yourself, but not completely. So the combat's going to ensue, and as all of this is happening, like the camera will focus on the monk as the chaos ensues around him, and he will close his eyes, and then as all this, so the chaos happens, bullets are going, and in slow-mo, Einar is going to take a couple more hits. And I love this imagery of trying to reach Zaithana, and I like the ring falling off. So boom, boom, squibs are exploding, blood's kind of not over. This is an action comedy here, so it's not too much, but enough to let everyone know.
Well, I mean, even Tarantino.
Yeah, not quite Tarantino yet. And the violence ensues, but then as the monk opens his eyes again, his eyes are completely pools of black with a few white dots in the center, and he will kind of do this karate punch to the ground, and the whole ground illuminates. It's actually weird because it's light, but it's really more of like a purple, like black light kind of color. And it just launches everyone back. And in that moment, that will stop the fight for a moment. And he will walk towards the Inquisition's agents, and he says in this booming voice that seems to come from everywhere, "Be gone, do what you come to do, but I will tolerate no further violence in my temple." And it just reverberates everywhere. And Jada and the Water Seer will run off, kind of skitter off. Some of the various other mooks, they've been injured through this combat. Not all of them can leave. The camera will pan over to Einar laying on the ground bleeding. And then we will return to narrative time. And I will let you guys roleplay as the monk continues to scare off the rest.
I am immediately heading straight for Einar. Hey, it's okay. We get to home. You'll be all right, yes? Yes, you stay with me,
I don't know if that's going to happen. Seth.
No, you promised. You promised me. We picked a new start.
Sorry that I had to let you down again.
Not again. Not without you again.
The monk approaches Einar's bleeding body and Zaithana, and his eyes are still black. Do not fear. This, he says, touching the bleeding Einar. This is not the end. There is no death. There is only the eternal void. And through it, all things are possible. The monk turns and, in a way, looks at you, Zaithana. He can be with you always.
How Tell me how.
He will touch the forehead of Einar. And his eyes will become more luminescent, as almost the stars, as if the stars and space are within his eyes. And then he will kind of just slowly, like not even touching the face, but pull, and you can see this purple mist. He is one with the void now, as we will all one day. Do not mourn for him. Celebrate, for he is with you, and you are with him always. And he will, and this dust just kind of floats over your face. And that is where we'll end episode 8 of the Nuadan Chronicles, The Lost Isle of Mist. I hope everyone had a good time, and we will bring John back to life.
Hey, we did it! What's up,
John?
Woo! Woo!
Well, all right,
sorry,
guys.
Sorry.
Yes, we had a little bit of drama here for you tonight. Not to spoil the surprise, but unfortunately, John was not able to join us for the final episode. So we decided narratively, rather than just like how could we deal with it, we thought it would be more fun to do this. COVID's a crazy time, and so sometimes people can't make it. But where normally kind of in your own home game, you might be able to postpone. Everybody here's got schedules, so here you go. Hopefully it was a dramatic moment. I like using my cast members each time they're here to kind of have the most dramatic impact. That's why we brought Caroline in to cackle and be evil. Not the plan to bring in John to die, but I think he dies very well. So that being said, I hope everyone had a great time tonight. Next week will be final. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Adam. The audience is about to riot.
Oh,
yeah, they would riot. They did.
They would riot. You know what? A great way to riot is if you're enjoying our story. Easy thing you can do to support us is click that like and subscribe or like button, follow. You can also subscribe, retweet if you really like the story that I'm kind of weaving. It's inspired a great deal by the Nuadan Chronicles, which is available on BackerKit, where you guys can go get the story. And the book's going to be amazing. If you've seen any of the art that's set up, go to their Kickstarter and BackerKit. You'll see the spider is also on their Twitter. The evil spider that you all were supposed to fight, but had a bunch of cool ideas to get away from.
Oh, it was so upsetting. So upsetting to see.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 do regret looking it up.
Nope.
Is it terrible?
I won't be able to sleep tonight if I look at it. I know it.
Yeah, don't look it up. Don't look it up, Raquel. But it is upsetting in the best way. There's like a face where you don't want a face to be.
Nope.
No, I'm good.
I will not be looking.
Good question, Rookie. Rookie's asked, will these characters have sheets in the book? I do not know. Broken Dice is here. That would be cool. But, I would say, I'm not going to tell people who are spending money to get page count to add extra stuff for us. But, who knows? Who knows? I'm sure if you guys like it and keep supporting, maybe things can happen. They made up a drink for us. We made up a drink, and now it's canon. So there you go. Yeah, but this season here at Weave the Tale, we want to thank Black Void Games, Evil Hat Production, Christopher Gray, Swenchy Games, Mighty Norval, and Arcana Media, and of course Broken Dice for providing us the world in which that we told the Nuadan Chronicles, Lost Isle of Mist. And the conclusion is next week, where we have Zythana maybe avenging the death of her love. And
you guys thought I was setting fires before.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
That's right.
Mm.
That being said, I remember now, I didn't write this notes before we end. And I love how we always get Raiders at the end, but good note. I want a little post-credit sequence here. Just for you guys, maybe a hint for next episode if everything works out right. So we cut back to the city, to the Blue Crown, the host of the singers of the Cataclysm. You see the Vice Guildmaster listening to a recording of Einar. Are they going to send anyone? He asks this faceless person next to him. I don't know. They're not sure if they can get there in time. And it's the Pillars of the Mist. To even get there quickly, you'd have to take an airship, and you would need a pilot crazy enough to fly through it.
Oh boy.
I think I might know just the man. Find me the captain.
Oh boy.
We'll have to get there soon.
God damn it.
Of course.
And we will see you guys next episode, hopefully with the return of the Gentleman Captain for our final episode of the Nuadan Chronicles. We will see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye.
These are the tales we weave. Tales of magic. Tales of mystery. Tales exploring the beyond. And while we continue to grow, even more adventures await. In the depths of the unknown. Will you join us in the telling?